Namaste everyone. This video is about the information processing approach. So information processing approach, it was first done by Atkinson and Shiffrin. What this process is about, or the approach is about, is understanding human memory as a system that processes information, just like how computers process information in different steps: register, store, and manipulate or use the data to produce outputs. So this information processing approach, it's also known as stage theory or model, Atkinson and Shiffrin model. It has different names. And you need to know all these names because in the exam, they can ask any one of those. And you should know that it's all the same. So now, earlier psychologists believed that human memory is like a storehouse, a big storehouse which has a lot of objects, and you just have to go and retrieve whichever object you need at this moment for whatever work you need to do. Or if I have to compare it with myself now, in my memory, I have the entire topic of human memory. But what I need right now is to teach you information processing approach. So I need that particular memory. It's like a library. I go to the library and I pick that book on information processing approach. If I have to compare the whole library to human memory, there are so many topics, but I need the topic information processing approach right now. So I will go and retrieve that one book. So that's how the earlier psychologists visualized that human memory works. But as research happened and with the advent of computers, they compared the computer system to the human memory. They said that just like how computer has a temporary memory, the random access memory, the human memory has the sensory or working memory. And as you know, it holds information only for 1 second. So it's temporary. And then they said, just like how the computer system has permanent storage, which is the hard disk, we also have permanent storage, memory storage, which is the long-term memory. And they said, just like how the computer processes based on commands, processes information which is stored in the memory based on whatever commands you give, the human memory manipulates or uses stored information based on what I need to do right now. And the computer system, after processing the information stored, will display the output on the screen. Here, after we use the stored information, what do? We produce behavioral output. Now, I have used or manipulated the stored information under human memory. I have used information processing approach, the material related to information processing approach. And what is my behavioral output? I remember it and I am explaining it now. So they compared, if I have to give you an example of how memory works, the Atkinson and Shiffrin model of the information processing model, another name is information processing approach. Atkinson and Shiffrin said that the human memory is not just a storehouse, a vast storehouse where you just go and retrieve whatever you need, but it works in different steps or stages. That's why this is also called as stage theory, because memory works in different stages, or it's also called memory processes. So what do we do if we have to solve a math problem? The first thing is, from our long-term memory, we will retrieve whichever formula we need for that particular problem among the different formulae that we have studied. So we have to know to retrieve the right formula. And you know how to use retrieval cues. If you use retrieval cues, it'll be easier for you in the exam to remember the exact formula that you need, right? And the other thing which happens is when you see numbers, when you see your question paper, the numbers or the letters in the question. Your sensory memory registers the visual information. Now you have to start solving the problem. You solve it in steps. So your working memory or the short-term memory does this problem solving process in steps for you. And then finally you arrive at the answer. How does this happen? Now you know all these systems or stages of memory have worked together to bring about the solution. So the stage model or the information processing model was proposed first by Atkinson and Shiffrin in 1968. So they said that memory is composed of three distinct systems that work together to process information from initial sensation, that is what you see. Basically, if I have to continue with the same example of solving a math problem, so your initial sensation is the letters and alphabets and numbers on your question paper. So two, permanent storage. That is when you arrive at the solution. So right from when you see the question on your question paper to how you solve it and arrive at the solution. It happens in different stages. And that's what they said, that all these systems, three systems, work together. So that's about the information processing approach. Thank you so much. Hope I am able to help you. You can contact me for any doubts or for joining classes on my Urban Pro profile. Thank you so much.